Hi, I'm Autumn Serino, Assistant Principal and Athletic Director. I'm going to go through a few things with you. So excited to see you guys come in at some point. But we're going to talk about athletics, activities, clubs, and leadership opportunities. And then Ms. Ketchum is going to jump in as well. And then I'm going to come back at you with some other things, some guidelines and expectations. So for athletics, we have now been dropped into 4 seasons. So we went from 3 into 4 just due with all the COVID stuff. And what they did was they started the seasons a little different timing, with a little bit different timing, and then they reduced the number of games that are happening in those seasons as well. And what else? Some of those rosters actually might be like numbers that we have to keep to with that as well, just due to making sure that we have social distancing and everything. So season A, that's what we've got there. That's already started. That's cross country, boys golf, softball, boys tennis. Season B is boys basketball, girls swim and dive, and spirit. Starts January 4th. Season C, football, gymnastics, boys soccer, and volleyball. And that's going to begin, football will begin February 22nd, and the others will begin March 1st. Season D is baseball, girls golf, boys lacrosse, girls soccer, boys swim and dive, girls tennis, and track and field. And those will all begin on April 26th. Just know that the sports registration for all of those will open up a few weeks prior. I want to say 3 weeks prior to that. Just keep an eye on the website and our social media to get that information. Also, if you already signed up for one of those sports because we didn't know what was happening this summer, if you already signed up for one of those sports that's happening in a different season, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure your stuff is up to date. It's already been submitted and it's in there if you did that already. Make sure you just take a look through it. Make sure you're not missing anything. If Mrs. Kuntz emailed you and said you're missing something or whatever from previous. So keep an eye on our website for further information for the other seasons. So sportsmanship, you are encouraged to attend all athletic events and other activities that are happening in the building. We have lots of things going on. Just know that you must wear a face mask whether you're inside or outside. Those are going to be required all the time. Green Mountain fans are known to exhibit school pride and display support and respectful behavior. We want to keep that going. Understand that we do follow CHASA guidelines at sporting events when it comes to behavior. Be loud, be proud, but be positive and represent us well. Be really classy. We want to represent our Ram Nation really well. Athletic Pass, we're not sure what's happening there, so once I get some further information, we'll post that out there. We usually have a $60 Athletic Pass that gets you into all stadium and school games that are in the district only. It's a good deal. We're going to kind of see how we're going to handle that one this year, just being where we're at right now. So the events that are going on right now are free, so we're good for right now. Students who miss an entire day of school, student athletes who miss an entire day of school will not be allowed to participate in their activity or event for that day unless it's due to a school-related event. So just keep in mind, whether you're remote or in person, you need to make sure that you are in your classes because that will impact your eligibility for participating that evening.
Hi guys, I'm Ms. Ketchum and I am the Activities Director and Social Media Manager for Green Mountain. A couple changes for clubs and activities. As of right now, all of our clubs are going to run virtually this year, so please pay attention to our social media and the announcements to find out when that is going to happen and how you can join and all of those details. We are waiting for a district decision on other activities such as the fall play, spring musical, but even if it's virtual, we want you guys to get involved. It is an important part of the high school experience. We have a couple leadership groups that you can join if you're interested in being a leader here at Ram Nation. Our first one is Ram Council. This is like our student voice group, and they meet with Mrs. Owens, and she bounces ideas off of them and gets feedback about what's going on around the school. And then they are some of our big leaders, and they are the ones who really are promoting a positive and healthy school culture, and through that communication with Ms. Owens and some of the other adults in the building. We typically make it up from representatives of the different clubs and activities, even athletics around the school. So if you are interested in being on Ram Council, you should see Ms. Tawari. That is her email address there, or you can find her on the school website. Our second group is the Academy Leadership Student Team, also known as ALST. This is our Green Mountain Public Relations teams. They are the ones who work at all of our events. They're the ones who promote the school. They're talking about the Academy program. They give tours. They'll host student shadows someday again when we are allowed to have people do stuff like that. They come to our advisory board where we meet with community and business partners about what's going on with the school. And again, if that is something you're interested in, you should see Ms. Tawari. We have the Event Planning Committee, which is also known as EPC. This is the group that plans, coordinates all of our different school events. We try to get them in with event planners so that they can learn more about what that career is like. You can earn an elective credit and other benefits such as free entrance to events through this group. If you are interested in joining, you need to see Miss Ebert. Her email is there if you would like some more information on how to join. We are always looking for people to be a part of these groups. Finally, we have our RAM Athletic Leadership Team, or RALT. This program is designed to provide students with the tools to be an effective leader on their team, in the school, within the community. It is made up of members of the different athletic teams, and they are an integral part of the positive culture change here at Ram Nation. If you are interested in joining, please see Miss Serena, who is our athletic director, who you just saw, and we'll see again later.
This year, Green Mountain High School is proud to start a new team at our school. We're going to call it the LEAD team, Leadership, Equity, and Action for Diversity. The team will be made up of students, staff, and anyone in your families or the community that is interested in working with us. The purpose of our LEAD team is to identify equity and diversity issues and act on influencing a safe and positive school culture for all. There are some things that are outside of our control, and there are a lot of things that are in our control. This is one of them. How we treat each other, the respect that we can show, the empathy that we have for each other is important. And I'm looking forward to working with this team.
So the best way to keep up to date with everything that's going on at Green Mountain is to follow us on social media. So feel free to follow us on our Facebook page at Green Mountain High School, Instagram at GMHS Rams, Twitter at GMHS Rams, or YouTube, which is youtube.com/GMTV Rams. And YouTube is where we will be posting out announcements. If you have other questions based on this presentation, please submit your questions to the GMHS question form, which was sent out with this video to your Jeffco email or parents, whatever email you have in Infinite Campus.